need it. You want to hop into it?
Yes, hop into it.
All right. So Vince and I saw DaBaby this weekend.
Yeah, we did.
And I think we both have weird feelings about what we saw. You want to go first?
All right, so first...
Let's do like a concert review first. And then we'll talk about DaBaby as an artist.
So first off, Van and Arena needs to be like, I feel like, reconstructed in the inside. You get that vibe or no?
It is set up a little weird.
It looks like
it's not like a whole
90s.
arena, right? It's like an arena, but like half is cut off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because normally there's like seats all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, okay, it looks like it's 2001 in here. That's weird. And then I was like, oh, hockey. Okay.
Yeah.
But this is my thought process, right? And so walking in, right? I'll give you guys the whole breakdown. So walking in is like, oh, look confusing, like how the flow goes, right? And then so I was like, it took me like 30 minutes to find where I was actually sitting at. And then I walk in, and the seats were like cramped because like we had we had seats, then we went on the floor, and so then that happened, and so I was like, oh, I don't want to be here sitting here and watching this concert. Which now in hindsight may have been better. I could just dip when I wanted to leave.
Yeah, that too.
But like either way, so then the concert starts, and so I just like figured out how to like run a concert. I just feel like in like 30 seconds, I was like, oh, this is not how you do it. But it was like super long because you guys
talking about the openers.
Yeah, because I was late. Whatever, you guys told me that another person went on. And so I got there like around 9 o'clock. So that means that person started around like 8 something and went to like...
Yeah, they probably did like a 30 minute set. Yeah, probably.
And so then they had another opener, right? And then they had Check West. So now you think about your crowd. You're now an hour, let's say an hour and a half in. And you had 2 like duds go first.
Yeah, for real.
I got that gas, bro. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't even know his name, but whoever DaBaby's opener, the girl was actually dope, but you couldn't really hear what she was saying. Yeah, but she was actually kind of dope.
I missed the girl.
Okay. Yes, you weren't there, but like she was rapping her ass off.
Okay, so I feel like Baby feels bad for stealing this and is having that dude on tour. And
sign that dude for that reason.
And have that dude on tour. Because that dude kept pushing, like, follow me on Instagram. Like, who says that, bro?
Yeah.
How about you give us
at a concert?
How about you give us a really good show?
Yeah.
And then we'll follow you on Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we actually like you. But, like, that's not their thought. He's like, follow me on Instagram. Right? And so, which I just thought was funny. Anyway, so then...
Yeah, the song was ass.
So I feel like it was a Sunday. We're in West Michigan. People don't got that much energy here. Right? So then I feel like... And then Sheck West. So I feel like his tour was just built wrong. Like the people he picked. Yeah. I think he just picked smarter people to be on his tour. Yeah. But I think he went for cost effective.
I was just about to say, I think where my head went was like a Floyd Mayweather fight. So because since Floyd owns like the promotions, he'll have his fighters open up the fight in like the early card. Yeah. And so that's kind of how like I viewed the concert. It was like, okay, DaBaby's gonna put his guys
his early
up
cards
first.
Like Canelo, he picked like good fighters though. Like he wanted.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was the main event.
But I mean, like at the same time, like if DaBaby signed him, he obviously thinks they're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, okay, cool. So right, like a much better opener would have been like, yo, let's do who's that guy he always raps with? I forget his name.
Stunna for Vegas.
Stunna.
Yeah, he should have been
Vegas. Should have been the first opener. Right. Then do Sheck West. Yeah. Tell Sheck don't play any Mudboy. I love the album, but people in Grand Rapids don't listen to Sheck West like that. Yeah. Like so, Sheck does like a 20-minute set. So matter of fact, you can have Sheck open. No, have Homeboy open, and Sheck does his hits, right? And then you have DaBaby come on.
Yeah, that would have been a better flow,
right? So I felt it was just too long, right? And then Sheck hit us with like the Travis song.
He was freestyling and shit.
Yep, and then he hit us with that hot, right? You know, so then for me it was like, all right, I was already tired.
Oh, okay.
Right, and I felt the crowd also feel that, that same vibe too, because like. By the time, and remember, DaBaby took a while to come out. Yeah. Right? So, like, if you think about it, by the time we're ready for DaBaby, we just had Sheck West go on. We've been jumping around. We've been screaming. Like, I remember Nick and I said we lost our voices during Sheck West. Yeah. You know, like
Yeah.
my voice was like
Yeah.
gone. You know, so then for me it's like, and so
wait, is Sheck West like too big of an opener?
I feel like
Because I almost feel like he's the perfect opener. Because he's got like 2 or 3 songs everyone knows.
in hindsight, but like I think he could have picked somebody better.
Interesting.
Like more current that like people are actually like the kids are actually listening to.
Like right now.
Yeah, like right now, like somebody who maybe like not as popping, but like is on his way popping. Like who is it? Like who can like and who would like to tour with you?
Yeah.
Like
I feel like that's Sheck West though.
No, it's not Sheck West.
No.
I feel like it sounds like Sheck West, but it's not actually him. Like
Maybe. I don't know.
a Gold Link would have been dope.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, but that's almost like too different stylistically.
Exactly.
You think that's the point?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, cause when you go on, right?
Yeah.
Come in like the DJs that every different DJs, they're like playing the same like songs opening up too. By the way.
Yeah.
And so I felt
I've
like,
heard Mo Bamba 3 times.
So for me, it was like, okay, you guys are playing the same songs. Like,
Yeah.
it might as well have actually a different or curated. Now let's get to the DaBaby show.
Yeah. Well, there was that like 30-minute DJ set in between, which was
weird.
also weird. I forgot about that until just now.
Yeah.
There was like a random ass 30-minute DJ set in between Sheck West and DaBaby.
Yeah.
And it was really like uncomfortable. And he played. It actually wasn't that bad because he was like playing hits, but it was just weird. It was
Yeah,
like, I'm at a concert. I'm
you
not.
gotta think about the crowd. You gotta think about the flow, right?
Yeah. Do you think maybe they were like, okay, they're not really feeling it. Let's hype them up.
I think they were worried about like that feeling, but I think they sensed that, and I was like, well, I was go straight to like fast as we can get to the opener.
Yeah.
So now, DaBaby's going right, and so like I realized something that I listened to DaBaby, but I don't listen to him, and I think that was like the most of the consensus. Like we've heard Bop and we've heard like his hits.
Yeah.
We don't actually listen to his music though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember listening to his first album. I definitely don't listen to Kirk on repeat.
No, I don't listen.
You
to
know what I'm
Vert.
saying? And so like he should just play his first album the whole time. That's what I'm saying. And so, but then this is what I feel got weird. He came out. He definitely had like this big ego. Remember, he was like, "Come clean it up for me."
Yeah.
Remember the water thing?
Yeah,
like, so
yeah,
the
yeah.
baby don't hurt himself. He kept speaking in third person, and then I instantly like I realized
Threw you off.
I realized it was a PR stunt. Right? So
Like the whole show?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like his set was all PR. I don't know if anyone else caught that. Right?
Because he kept talking about like how much he loves women and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
we saw you punch a girl in the face, bro. And it's not the first time. So like don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Like that's weird. And then like remember he was like protect the baby and the video.
No, yeah, that part was like, all right, bro, like what are we doing?
And so also one more critique.
We should probably explain what happened. So he goes out to like the right side, his right side of the arena into the stands.
Yeah.
And gets like in the crowd essentially. And he had like everyone put their hands on him on like some pray for me type of stuff. And everybody was chanting, or he had everybody chant, protect the baby. Because of what happened. We'll get into it. Well, I guess we can talk about that afterwards.
Girl.
But we can talk about that afterwards.
And so like, and which is like, you know, I'd be careful how I say this, but like she did put that camera all in
You
his
want to
face.
talk about it right now?
Yeah, like
All
we
right.
talk right now. Like she did put the
So
the phone
I'll
in
lay
his
it
face.
out. So it seemed like it was the end of a concert. He's like walking back to the locker room or whatever.
He's walking, yeah.
Yeah.
He's at a club or something.
Yeah, maybe. And you know, like when a celebrity walks by you, you're gonna have your phone out, right?
Yeah.
It's dark in there. You're gonna have the flash on. But this girl, she had, which by the way, I think it's funny that everyone's just kind of running with the girl thing.
Yeah.
Because like you can't tell, but I'm not gonna question it. I believe it. Whatever.
Yeah.
She like had her phone in his face, which is whatever. I mean, that's, you got to deal with that. But she like taps him in the face with it.
Okay.
And I feel like there's like a line, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So, and the way he explained it actually kind of made sense to me. He's like, look, if I have a flash, if it's a dark room and I have a flashlight in your face, you can't see who I am.
Yeah.
So it was just instinct.
I think he was wearing sunglasses too, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah,
but like, even if he wasn't, like, there's a flash right here. You can't see who's behind the flash.
That's what I'm saying.
So he swung. So like, I really think everyone realized that. That's why no one's really making a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, he definitely was like addressing that a lot during the concert.
A lot.
Like a lot.
And so I thought that was weird because it became a PR stunt. Like he kept stopping to say, "I love my female fans," all this stuff. So it kind of felt like rigged and fake. And the last critique is that I think the arena that he was in was a little bit too big. And so, like, what I learned with concerts just in that moment is like, yo, like, you go to a venue, I don't know how much that seats.
I think it's like between 10 and 15,000. I think.
Really?
I think. It's a guess.
So let's say like it's 10,000.
Yeah.
People that can fit in that venue.
Here, let's Google it because I'm actually interested.
Yeah, I feel like in that case, like you have to actually like fill it out.
Well, I mean, it was a Sunday.
Perfect day.
Yeah, but that does like change things because everyone has work. 10,000.
Yeah. So I learned something in that moment. Like he may have been like 75% full, maybe 80% full.
Yeah.
And so that
it might even be less than that.
Maybe less than that. Let's go with 70, 75.
Yeah.
Like that 30% gap, or whatever, like is a huge difference in energy.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think that almost goes into if he had a better opener because like everyone knows who Sheck West is. Yeah. But he's not gonna sell any tickets necessarily.
He might pull some people, yeah, but not. He's not the main card, no.
Whereas if he grabbed, like, remember when I said I thought Lil Durk was going to be there?
Yeah.
If he had Lil Durk, like, he actually might have sold the whole thing out.
Yeah, Lil Durk would have sold tickets.
Yeah.
And that would have been a better flow. But Lil Durk probably, because he's probably been touring for a long time, was like, yo, that's your flow's off. One more thing that I learned is that, like, you never play the whole song unless it's a hit when you're performing. Mm. I feel like
because you get bored by that second verse or whatever.
Yeah, but think about a concert environment, like, and someone who has hits and he has a few. It's like, I think you should play 30 to 45 seconds, and that's it, and you go to the next song. Yeah, and keep going like that.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that too, because like the first verse of whatever song, everyone was jumping, and then the hook was coming, and everyone went crazy. But then the second verse came in, and it was like, all right, I'm not jumping anymore. I'm good.
We're tired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like,
I noticed that too. One thing that I felt like was that there was a whole lot of like in between time, like in between songs. Like it was like whether a conversation with like him and his DJ, or they were bringing out like the sets or whatever they were doing. Yeah. They had a few moments during the show, which was like he brought out like props and like a set and tried to make like basically like a music video on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know, that just kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, I see where he's like trying to be,
fucked up the flow.
Like I see where he was trying to be creative, and I think Van Anna wasn't like knowing Grand Rapids. I bet they weren't like really too
like accommodating.
Yeah,
yeah.
And so he probably had like weird energy from them,
maybe,
right? But also, remember, first thing he's like, "Oh, I love Grand Rapids. I heard Grand Rapids gonna be the next New York or something." It seemed like someone told him to say that.
Yeah, because that's like always this thing that people say about Grand Rapids. You guys are up next.
He's like, "Why would you say that?" Like I was like, "Cap."
Yeah. And
everyone was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Cap."
Yeah.
And he looked at me like, "Don't lie, bro." Like, we're not next Grand Rapids.
I also think it's funny when artists say like, "Every time I come here." Like, bro, this is your second time here. Like, you don't come here.
You don't come here.
Yeah, bro. You don't hang out in Grand Rapids, bro.
And then Sheck West said the same thing, but I was like, bro, you're in Lansing. That's a whole different pocket.
It's a different area.
And Lansing has everybody.
I wonder what he did. He probably did one of the festivals or something.
No, he did the festival. He pulls up people's frat houses, but like, again, that's also with like. I mean, you're talking about East Lansing. You're talking about Michigan State. You're talking about everyone from around the world who's going to that school.
Yeah,
it's not like Grand Rapids, West Michigan people. So. My first critique is like the crowd was lame and whack, and it's West Michigan, Grand Rapids. And if you're in that crowd and you weren't getting lit, to have a big artist there, like we probably like we have to
don't go to a concert.
Yeah, we don't go to a concert.
It's like here's the thing: this is like a rule of thumb for everybody. If you get floor tickets at a concert, you have to be there for one reason, and that's to go crazy.
Let's go crazy.
Like if you're not, you can still go to the concert if you don't feel like doing that, but you got to be in the stands.
Exactly.
Right. Like no one wants to be around in general admission, and everyone's just like standing there.
Exactly.
Everyone wants to go crazy.
So I feel like that was interesting.
Yeah.
And then his whole flow was off, and his PR stunt, like I didn't like, and so like I remember like getting turned off really quickly because like. Oh, I remember telling Nick, I was like, everyone turning on the lights to make it look that it was bigger. And he did post that picture, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah, they do that. I was like, oh, that's a move.
I want to see it. Did it look cool?
Yeah, like it looked like it was like way bigger than it was.
He had us do that like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Which I thought was weird.
To get the photo. Yeah. And then like
it's a good move. Now I know like whenever I see
it's like Grand Rapids, Michigan. I think he posted like the girl the acid like to marry.
Oh yeah. Oh damn, it does look crazy.
Does that look crazy?
It looks crazy.
But we were there.
And it wasn't crazy.
It wasn't that crazy.
No, that's actually hilarious.
But we were there, right? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so and I just feel like he kind of let us all down.
Yeah, I think maybe we just got unlucky, and like, of course, something happened right before our show.
People told me that the last time he was at 21 Row Live, that was crazy.
He was at 21 Row last time.
They said when he came to 21 Row.
Well, think he was coming off the last album. which in my opinion was a lot better.
Exactly.
Right. So like there was no Kirk songs on there.
Also,
like it was just Suge and like 21. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the set would have been completely different.
Maybe.
You know, and he probably didn't have the budget to do all the props. And so it would have been nothing but songs.
Exactly.
You know.
And then it's probably smaller, which is more like
Yeah.
infectious when you think about the crowd.
Yeah.
Which I just learned. So yeah, so pretty much like, you know, it definitely made me not want to listen to his music for a while.
Yeah. For real.
To be honest.
For real. Which was funny because I kind of realized that like beforehand.
Yeah.
This is like no shade at DaBaby. Like he's a great artist. And like sky's
no shade, we just talk shit for 2 minutes, bro.
It's like no, like, you know, not every artist is for everybody, and that's just what we're in. But like in preparation for the concert, and whenever I go to a concert, I like to listen to just that artist for like a whole week straight up and get excited.
Yeah.
I was having a hard time. I was actually having a hard time like listening to his music.
Yeah.
And I think he's like, you know, every now and then an artist comes along who unfortunately gets pushed too much, and you just kind of get annoyed of him.
Yeah,
that's what happened to me for the Migos personally.
Never,
you know.
Lately though, the Migos have been dropping like less quality control music.
For me, it's funny. For me, it was like after they dropped their Culture 2, I was just like I was burnt out.
Yeah, I think I think in the music business, since it is so fast, I think it's like a speed thing, and they're just trying to push too much. Yeah. And I think there's like a quality conversation which we need to have. And I think with Baby, like, yo, shout out to Baby. Like, if you ever listen to this, your team listen to this. I don't want any smoke. Please don't pull up on me. Like, I don't want any of that. But like,
pull up.
On the flip side, I love to see a black man get money. Like, I like to see him do his thing. I like the fact that he actually did do a show and not just rap, because there's a lot of rappers who just rap in the mic and then they leave. And so like I kind of like that. But like there is something about having like an intimate group. Yeah. That can go crazy for you. Like the Dave concert we went to. Like everyone there was
everyone knew the words. Yeah.
Knew all the words, and like that's real. And it's like I feel like he should have waited to his next project to do like maybe for a secondary market. Like do think about it. Like if he was like in maybe like a Chicago or Toronto, it was probably even crazier. Just because like there's so much more people. Yeah, yeah. And so even if we didn't know the songs, imagine like everyone around us was so lit.
Yeah, you can still jump to the beat. Like if you don't have to know the song necessarily.
Another thing that was weird, I think we saw that fight, whatever. I think there's also like there's like
that might have thrown us off a little bit.
You know, I'm like in that weird almost tall thing, that 5'10" to 5'11" conversation. So I feel like I was also too short because I was surrounded by fucking Dumbledore. Like, is that right? Like,
yeah, Dumbledore was tall. Yeah,
yeah, like these big, just like big for no reason, like white kids. And they didn't move. Yeah, I was about to say. All they did is like put their hands up. So then I can't see, and I'm surrounded by 6'8" white kids who are not dancing, who are not getting lit, and I can't see anything. Yeah. And so now I'm like, damn, how do I move, right? And I can't move through these big motherfuckers. They're not letting me get through. Yeah. And so now I'm annoyed. Yeah. You know. And then so like I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah. I think you said this yesterday, but like, unfortunately, like he's short, so. It almost seems like, he needs to elevate the stage a little bit. Like, not even to like dead serious. Dead like, serious? Not to be funny.
Yeah, you should like, so everyone can see you.
Like, in some way, that's easier said than done. But like, also, the acoustics in that arena were horrible. They need to redo their speaker setup.
I'll say 01.
Yeah, right. It felt like it was coming from one speaker, which is weird. So, we've talked about this before.
You definitely tell that we just do Griffin games.
yeah.
Which is like everyone is like super West Michigan. I'm not hating. I'm just saying that like that's what it just
needs a little like a facelift. Like if we want artists like that, like we kind of have to put the money into the arena. You know? Exactly. And at the same time, that does come with we do have to buy tickets to the concerts that we might not want to see because that's going to give them more money. You know what I mean? Exactly. There's like things that we can do as a community, but. No, I just, we've talked about this before. It really bothers me when rappers just rap over the track at a concert. Yeah. Because I'm there for the experience.
Did you hear him say that? He told him to like stop playing the track.
That was like halfway through, right?
He's like, I actually rap every word. Mm-hmm. But like, they didn't do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought, okay, they didn't?
Nah.
That's what I'm saying about the acoustics. It was so hard for me to tell.
But they kept playing the backing track. I was like, bro, man just said turn off. Yeah. So because he actually raps.
Yeah. Yeah, it just bothers me because I don't know. It's like I can't hear you rap over the track. I can't hear you. Like if I wanted to hear you, if I just wanted to hear the track, I would have stayed home. You know? Yeah. Like it is cool to see you in person, but like I'm also here for the experience.
Yeah.
You know,
and maybe we should just kept sitting in that chair, and maybe it would have been a different. We might have walked away and said, "Oh, that was a dope concert."
Yeah, yeah. I'm not like hating. I just think it. Like I said, we were.
That shit was trash.
Unfortunately, it was after a big incident, and it was a Sunday.
But the incident, I feel like if he didn't talk about it, would have been we wouldn't even care.
Yeah. Well, like I said, like I think if you watch the video, you pretty much understand like what happened.
Exactly.
Right? Like you could tell it's a reflex.
You already apologize on Instagram.
Yeah.
Bro. Like don't even say anything at your show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. But then at the same time, like if you don't say anything, people are gonna say you didn't say anything, and it could get bigger. I don't know. But
one thing I did peep though, female fans, bro. He has a lot of female fans.
Yeah.
And that could have also been like reason why like.
Oh, maybe he knows that. Like he knows it's like 60% or whatever.
Women, right? Because there's a lot of girls there, and so I feel like also maybe like there was too many like dudes there for a hot second.
Yeah.
Like, cause I think about like women really like. He's like a sex symbol on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
I mean, I feel like that's the reason he blew up.
Yeah,
it was because like everyone thought he was hot and he had like this like low ass raspy voice. You know, that was like a big reason he blew up. And
so, that's funny you said that. I don't want no smoke. Same Mike.
That's a compliment. That's a compliment.
No, but seriously, so I also was feeling like, like women listen to his music.
Yeah.
Like
he probably felt like he had to say something.
Like I really don't listen to Baby like that.
Yeah, and that was like the first thing I noticed. Like leaving the arena, I was like, "Yo, I don't know his music as well as I thought I did."
Yeah, no.
Like I thought I'd listened to him. I really did.
Yeah, but
I thought I was like a fan, but I was like, "Oh no. I don't really know him that well."
So I'm not a fan. I think maybe we share this. We like him as as a person outside of like the women and shit. Like his social media, his internet personality is dope. So I think we like see him like do funny shit. Oh, he's
his
dope.
Videos are funny.
Yeah. But like his music, we might not actually like as much.
Yeah.
But I also think like he has in this moment he has to decide if he's gonna make a different sound or not, because I feel like, and like I just said off that little Yachty track, he did that little like auto tune. Mm-hmm. It sounded kind of good, and I was like, yo, you might want to drop a song that sounds like that.
Yeah.
You might get a resurgence in your career, something different.
I mean, yeah, like I think about like one of my favorite songs from him. It's 21.
Yeah.
And that's like a whole singing song.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I like part of me doesn't feel like a lot of the stuff at the concert was on him. Like a lot of it was the arena, a lot of it was the crowd. So it's like it's not really his fault.
Yeah.
It's just kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, it was like he's the boss, so it is his fault.
Yeah.
But like
stunning for Vegas for sure.
A little Dirk Joe pulled up for sure.
Yeah.
I thought he was because they started playing Chief for a second. Remember?
I thought, but
gas is what I smell. I thought Lil Durk was about to run out, bro.
Oh, can you imagine? That was a hype moment when they played Finito.
Yeah,
that shit was hype.
I thought Durk was gonna run out.
That would have been.
And if Durk ran out, that concert would have been all time.
Like out of nowhere. Yeah, that would have been wild. Yeah. So let's talk about like what you need to do to make a good concert.
Okay.
What was he missing? I think we agreed opener was wrong.
So first step, I feel like find good openers.
Yeah.
Find people who might be more talented than you. Find people who are gonna be like the next big thing.
I think a perfect example of that is Drake having the Migos.
Yeah. Because
if you think about it, it's like, well, Drake doesn't need them, and the Migos also don't need Drake. They can headline their own tour.
Exactly.
But it's like you come together, and that's why they were fucking $300 a ticket.
Exactly. Now it's crazy. Yeah. And Migos go like
now it's a you have to go type of thing.
And Migos like as the opener before. Yeah. Now you're already on one. Because Migos have hits, bro. They
could probably do like a 4-hour set.
That's what I'm saying.
Just hits.
So they have hits, and then when Drake comes on, everyone's gonna get more lit.
Yeah.
And so first you got to pick the right openers. You got to pick people who are probably on the come up, who probably have an actual hot song. Like I'm trying to think of people that he could have used instead.
Do you think it needs to be like different stylistically?
I think having different stylistically would be dope too. Like obviously you don't want someone like you don't want,
because like on paper to me Shaq is a great opener,
but nah, Shaq is 2 years removed from actually having a hot song and a hot album.
Yeah, you're true.
And then like he kind of fell off. He hasn't dropped any music really. Then he dropped that project with
Jack Boys, which
was
good.
Trash. And then so like
it was trash.
So then it's kind of like, all right, like Shaq is not the best person for that. I'm trying to think of somebody like who would have been. Like
so it's someone who has like a hit right now.
Yeah, who has hits right now? I'm like blanking.
I mean, he could have brought Lil Yachty out there. For real.
Ooh, but Lil Yachty also like Lil Yachty, maybe Ugly God.
I feel like Ugly God's in the same boat as Shaq.
No, but Ugly God has like real fans though. I feel like Shaq popped because of.
I'm personally not a fan of him, so.
Yeah, I think maybe Lil Yachty, maybe like a singer. You know what I'm saying? Like
just like completely left field.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like
bro, Stun Up for Vegas.
Yes, but they're all like Stun Up for Vegas.
But they also kind of sounded like it might have been like the same sort of situation.
So I feel like maybe a female artist. You know what I'm saying? Like what's that girl who Jessie Reyes, whatever? Great opener.
You think people know her like that though? She's like really new.
Okay, even people don't know her. She's that talented. Where like people hear her music and like she's dope.
Yeah.
And then that'd be such a different vibe what you're about to get. Like Shaq took all the energy, bro. Everyone was waiting for Baby, and we all like spent all that. Cause Shaq went like, for 45, maybe an hour.
It was a decent set.
So then like
30 minutes, 30 to 45.
Right, he went for a while.
Yeah.
So then like you think about it, then like now we're tired, and DaBaby comes on, and he's the same energy.
Yeah.
So have us like whatever.
Like someone to vibe to or something.
And then so pick great openers. Try to fill out your venue, and then I think the third thing, like if you're the main, just do like 30, 45 seconds of every song, and like just like go hard.
Yeah. Like a verse and a hook.
Yeah, and then like
and also
and
one
then,
thing
and
it was you good.
Sorry, and you feel people are lit on a song, like then replay it, like
wheel up. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we're there yet in America. They don't know about the wheel.
Yeah, they should wheel up. They're like, that shit was hot. Let's wheel up on that bit.
Yeah. No, I think one thing that like really bothered me was the breaks in between the songs. Like, and also this might come down to he just doesn't have the catalog yet.
Yeah.
You know, whereas like Drake, if you saw Drake live, I'm assuming that there's probably no breaks in between the songs.
Because he has that many hits.
Boom. Yeah, because he can do 3 hours uninterrupted.
Yeah.
Right? Where DaBaby probably struggles to put together an hour uninterrupted.
Does he really struggle? I think he just should play the song people want to listen to.
But if you think a DaBaby song, he's a short song kind of guy. Like he's short song.
That's funny.
He's a 2-minute guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, we could probably put together 10 hits from him, but that's only 20 minutes.
He didn't play the J. Cole song. He didn't play the Chant song.
Right.
He played the Megan song. Like,
he played his verse on Megan's song. 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
So imagine like intro.
Yeah.
Suge. Bop.
21 he played.
21.
Song with Megan. But we're at 6. And that's a big part of his catalog.
Right. Megan.
Blank,
Cole.
Blank. I don't know if he played. I don't think he played that.
He didn't play. I'm saying like play Cole. Like play all your features. He has a lot of hot features that he's hot on.
Yeah, he could have done his Life is Good verse.
Life is Good.
Yeah. Like, I was expecting. I really wanted the Dreamville track. I was like excited for that.
So he's laying out, and then he could like talk between sets, like for a minute or two, like whatever, and it still would have been okay, right? Because like we just like he's getting ready to break, right? So we just got lit for 45 seconds. We did it again.
It's like hit cardio,
right? Hit cardio. So now we have 2 minutes. He talked for a minute.
Yeah.
I love my fans. You guys are crazy. What should we play next? Let me hear it. What should we play next? All right, I'm thinking, and go ahead, right?
Yeah.
And like maybe like
Yeah, maybe that would have been better.
Like structure it, and you could still have your like cool show going on. Like I remember he did like he's like, let's turn this into a strip club real quick.
That part took like 10 minutes. I felt like
because the girls took forever to get up there.
Yeah.
And like that was smart.
That was a good way to kill a bunch of time.
There's one or two girls I saw like, yo, y'all kind of bad, and the other ones were hit.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's picking them? And then I was like,
I'm gonna say who's picking.
And I think what really to like shout out to the girl who got proposed to, but like yo,
no, it was her birthday. Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, he pulled a few people on stage.
That seemed fake, by the way, too.
It did, bro.
It really seemed fake.
It felt so staged. For one, why do you have? I guess he gave her his ring. I was gonna say, why do you have a ring?
Yeah,
but. It just felt weird. And the fact that she was like jumping around on stage, I was like, I don't think a normal person who's like starstruck would be doing that. You know?
Yeah, like, then I don't know, it seemed
like
fake,
to me, like if I got pulled, I mean, obviously like it's different for a guy, but like if I got pulled up there, I'd probably just be sitting there watching like from, you know?
Yeah.
Like the fact that she was like jumping around, I was like, okay, this seems weird to me. Like,
but she's like a fan. I
yeah.
guess. Like, it just seemed weird, bro.
Yeah,
it
felt
off.
really weird.
It felt off.
Like, how did he see the sign? You know what I'm saying? It's like pitch black in the stands.
Yeah, but like,
how did he see the happy birthday sign?
He must have read it. But then like I've watched like this. He dropped the video on it. Like she seemed like she was freaking out. And then it was like she got on. I think like also because she was like low key, hit.
Maybe he like saw like a post or something ahead of time and knew to look for her or something.
Oh, it just felt weird.
Yeah, that part felt really.
But
weird.
I feel like it's also like coming
too.
from like West Michigan, we have a weird outlook on shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like we also probably, I think the whole crowd was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And I also because West Michigan, I think people take marriage so seriously that they kind of like, nah, bro, you don't do that here. You know what I'm saying?
Disrespectful. Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of people are like, what?
Yeah, that whole thing was weird.
Yeah, but you know.
So here's when we were having the
funny story. As I was leaving, I walked back to the car. My shout out to Amir, he gave me a ride home. But like, this dude was following me, and it felt like he wanted to like hit me.
Really?
Yeah, like it was like a crew of them.
Oh.
And so like I had the glasses on and
Did
shit.
you hit the dash?
Nah, so I was looking soft.
Oh, okay.
Right, and so the funniest thing happened. Like, I heard the guy was like, you gonna hit him, bro?
So they were just trying to swing on you for like no reason.
Yeah, I felt like the dude was trying to swing on me. So then like I heard him, and so I'm such an instigator, bro. So I slow down. So I stop.
Yeah.
Right? Cause I thought like, oh, you're gonna hit me, bro. You might as well just do it right now. Like, don't talk behind me. Like, I can't hear you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then then it seemed like he started walking to the left a little bit.
I got out of your way.
I got on my way, but then the other dude was on my right. So I'm like, oh shit, some shit's about to go down. Right? But then they didn't do anything. And so I was like, bro, I've been waiting, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, I want to start this damn soft. Like,
people always talk about what they're about to do.
And so like that was weird though. Yeah. There was a lot of weird energy I just felt like that night.
Yeah. I get that. I was kind of off put when I was like looking at the people walking in there. I was like, this is what I look like right now?
Yeah, bro.
Like I look like these people.
But it was dope seeing like how people that I knew, bro.
Yeah.
I kept running into people. I kept seeing people that I knew.
Well, that's what happens when we get a big artist. You know, everyone goes.
I haven't seen people in forever. You know?
Yeah. So when we were talking about this, one thing that popped into my head was, what if the bigger artists booked like a 2,000 something people venue, and then just made tickets like $500, so that it's more? Because I personally feel like that'd be, as a fan, more enjoyable. Like I'd pay for that, because then I get to see like my artist up close. And everyone knows the words, because you're not paying $500 if you don't know the words. You know what I mean?
That's smart. I think that's a smart way to hack it. I think there's a price.
That's like the reverse
$500
side.
is a lot of money.
Yeah, but if you know that, like, even if you're the last person in there, you can see them.
Well, let's do some quick math. Let's say you got a 2,000 person venue, but you did $200. How much? What was that?
2,000.
It's like 20 racks.
It's definitely more than 20. I think it's 200.
It's 200 racks?
I don't know.
Oh, it's 2,000, not
2,000 times 200? We need to go back to school, bro. 400,000.
Yeah.
I could have figured that out. Yeah. So then we'll do 10,000.
Like, honestly, he could have pulled up to, like, remember I was charging $200 a ticket, got 2,000 people in there, and charged, like, a lot of money for tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like as an artist, like, you'd rather perform in that crowd anyway.
That crowd would be crazy.
Yeah.
We pay $200.
I wonder why. Yeah.
Don't do do one opener.
Or just like no opener.
Just
like,
no
opener. It's a 3 hours of me.
Yeah.
In a small venue. Oh, you could even set.
You may not have to do 3 hours. You might get away with an hour and a half.
Yeah. You could set the tickets auction style.
Yeah.
That would be nuts. You let the fans decide how much they're going to cost. That would be crazy.
I think we're sitting on something that we should do.
Yeah. Yeah, but we should start talking about this.
Yeah. All right. I'm open the venue. I'm gonna do that. Grand Rapids. I was like,
that's actually like a really good idea.
Yeah,
like auction style tickets.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have a small venue, and then we're gonna get big artists to come. We're gonna charge a lot of money for tickets.
Yeah,
and then
start it off at like 100, and just let people decide.
And never make Grand Rapids lit.
Yeah,
we got Drake. We gotta pay $400 for Drake, but you can.
But you will. You know,
it's Drake.
Like think about like Liz paid $600 to be like
to see
average seats.
Yeah.
So if you pay, so then Drake's probably would be like 800, but you see 800, but you know you're gonna get like
prime
close.
seats.
Yeah, close. You could see him.
You can see him.
Yeah, you're not watching it on a monitor.
You're not watching it on a monitor.
Yeah, no, that could be crazy.
It's built for like 2,000 people, 2,000 to 4,000 people.
Yeah,
it's built for 4,000 people.
That's a good idea.
Let's do like 4,000 people. So it's not the biggest venue, but it's big enough.
Mm-hmm.
And we can charge a lot.
Just all general admission. Yeah. Maybe like VIP off to the side.
VIP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good. Yeah, we'll sit on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have Irish food there and shit, so he can get food and shit.
Hey. You listen to Lil Uzi's album?
Yeah, I did.
What you think?
I think it's so. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate from this, but like, you know, I never hated Uzi, but I wasn't like ever checking for his music or really listen to it. Like,
oh really?
Obviously, Man's had hits, so I like know his like his big hits. But like, I actually enjoyed this album. I think it was a pretty good one. I played it twice. Like, I'm not like checking for it right now.
Yeah. Did anything make rotation for you? Any song?
No, none of the songs did make rotation for me.
No.
But he does have like I did like it a lot.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. There's something about There's something about heavy auto-tune music, and I just can't. My ears don't like it.
Like the melodic rap.
Yeah, like only like Gunna and like Little Baby can get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Travis.
And Travis too. But Gunna's the only like heavy auto-tune that I can like listen to the whole song and think that is good.
Yeah, I was watching a review earlier this morning, and he said, shout out Anthony Fantano. He said his problem with the album is that there was no progression from 3 years ago, from the last time we heard an Uzi album. He felt like these tracks could have been compiled onto the last project, and we wouldn't have felt anyway. And that's actually something I'd agree with. Now, to say I do actually like the album for the most part, there's definitely some tracks I'm skipping when I go through and listen to it. But at the same time, there's like 3 or 4 songs that like I fuck with heavy.
Do you think because of like DJ Drama was like messing with his like money and his music, that's why it was so late?
It could be. I almost just feel like Uzi strikes me as one of those guys that just he recognizes, similar to Playboi Carti, that they don't have to be very active to keep their fan base.
Yeah, they got a lower fan base.
You know, like every now and then we get. I say every now and then, but it actually kind of happens kind of often. Like Frank Ocean, Playboi Carti. Occasionally, there comes across artists that just they get away with not dropping.
Well, I think it's the fear of dropping because like I think Uzi has enough hits under his belt, but I don't think Playboi Carti does. Like I think if Playboi Carti drops this album as a flop, that's it for him.
You really think so?
Yeah.
I just think of like
Frank has never dropped a flop album.
Yeah, but we're talking about Frank Ocean though.
But that's what I'm saying. The reason he takes so long, he's really I feel like in his artist bag.
Yeah.
And he gives us.
Why does Playboi get a pass? It's just weird.
He doesn't get a pass.
But somehow he does.
Like what we're gonna do? Like
whenever he drops, for some reason everyone.
But he hasn't dropped.
Yeah. But I'm saying like when he does.
Yeah.
Like when he drops.
When he drops, are we gonna go check for it? Yeah, because he dropped a really fire first project.
Yeah.
Which is still hot to this day. Like it's timeless music.
Magnolia, it will forever be a hit.
Forever be a hit. Forever. So like for me, it's just like, bro, drop before you like lose your moment. Yeah,
but at the same time, like if your fans are letting you not, like why? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we can't do like as fans.
It's like it almost brings me back to like the conversation we had about Justin Bieber. It was like I think he took like 5 years off, and he came out with the Yummy track, and I just felt like personally.
Yeah, I listened to the whole album. It's a so-so album.
Really, I haven't even listened to it yet.
I listened to it,
yeah. Like, it's just for me good. like as a Lil Uzi fan, like you take 3 years off, I expect to hear an album that sounds like it took 3 years to make, right? But to me, I just heard another Uzi album, and that's where I get upset.
Yeah,
because I'm like, hey, like you took 3 years off, take a year off for vacation, but it should 2 years on this album, and we should be sitting on a crazy good project.
But I don't think everyone like takes music that seriously, or they're actually that talented.
Yeah,
they got on because of that sound, and so like they're like trapped by it, and so like, and I think they're also too worried about like aging up, because these dudes are young. Mm-hmm. How old is Uzi? Like 25, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
So I think they're
and his fan base is even younger than that,
right? So I think he's like scared of like aging up. I'm pretty sure the young kids are banging Lil Uzi.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love Lil Uzi.
Like his streams don't lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He does have a fan base. It's just not
Yeah.
I'm someone like you. Like I want to hear progression.
Yeah.
Like I want to hear from Nothing Was the Same to Scorpion. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear the progression, and I want to hear from Cole's first album to this last one. I want to hear Cole, like Kendrick's, and like.
If that's what you're gonna do, yeah. And to me, when you take, 2-3 years in between projects, that's what you're telling me you're doing, right? Yeah. If you're dropping, for example, like I guess DaBaby's a good example. If you're dropping every 8 months, I'm not gonna hear too much progression, right?
Yeah.
If you do, then that's when you get a classic on your hands, right? But if you're dropping every 8 months, the albums are going to sound pretty similar. I heard
a podcast. I forgot who was talking about it, but he was saying that like what happens is that a lot of people aren't ready. So like he was like, people are like drop music without having a catalog, and so then that song goes, and so now like
they don't know what to do.
They put the cart before the horse. Yeah. And it's like, nah, bro, like, you don't have like you haven't been in the stew long enough, so now you're gonna go on tour because the song's hot. You gotta make the money. And so now you're pushing the song because you really don't got other songs, right? That's what happens. Like you don't have another song, you don't have another hit, and so like,
who's like a good? So I was thinking about this the other day. My parent, I asked my parents like what's a one hit wonder from your guys' age that like everyone loved the song but they just never did anything. And I forget what they said, but it just got me thinking about like who are we gonna look back as?
There's a lot of one hit wonders.
Yeah, but like I almost feel like I already forgot about them because I can't really think of any of them.
There's a lot though. Like,
I guess Designer for sure.
Yo, like I want to say Chief Keef, but technically Chief.
Don't disrespect Chief Keef.
I'm not gonna disrespect him, but like low key, like
I think for people other than us, people older and younger, probably feel that way. But because we grew up with him,
he's the GOAT for sure.
Yeah.
But I really think about it, like he low key has one song, like Love So.
No, bro.
Like no, think about it.
I don't like. No,
like
Finito.
No, those are all hits, bro. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Chief Keef fan, but you really like look at it, like.
I mean, he has one song that's bigger than all the others.
Do you know he dropped a project?
I mean, he drops like every day, bro. I don't.
Like that's what I'm saying.
He drops every day.
Like so, like you know, he has a couple songs. I'll say like
he could do like a 2-hour set.
Chief, he does all his old shit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but that doesn't make him a one hit wonder. I'm talking about like a legitimate like designer like, one hit wonder. Legitimate.
I'm saying a lot of those people have one song, and if they're actually has some other songs they can follow up with, then it was like good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who's the guy with no eye? Fetty Wap? He has one song.
No, we talked about this last time.
He has one song.
My man's got like 5.
No, you're a fan of him.
Yeah.
But he really has one song.
He's got one song that's bigger than the rest. You're right.
He's a one hit wonder.
But he has 5 tracks that top the charts.
What classifies as not being one hit wonder that like your next song is bigger than your last song.
Okay. Well then you're
your last big song. Like that defines your career. Like
but at the same time
you're that person.
That happens to like almost every artist.
Who?
DaBaby was never gonna top Suge. Or no, Bop. Actually, I might be wrong, because Bop probably is hotter than Suge was.
Yeah, but like he ever beat that?
So
he did.
I mean,
the reason why we're checking for DaBaby because he had that Suge and
he followed it up.
Bop.
Yeah,
and now I was like,
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but now he dropped a project, but the project wasn't hot like that. Right. So now you got to go back and you got to like,
Do you think? Well, what about Lil Nas X?
Yeah, 100%.
You think he'll actually beat it? Oh no, you're saying he won't. I just don't think it's possible.
No, like so. One thing like about Lil Nas X, he did the one hit wonder right. He figured out the music game. He was like, listen, if I can make this one song, because most people just take the platinum and they freak out. Yeah. He took that shit like quadruple diamond. Yeah. Hella remixes. Yeah. All that shit. So what he did is
got
like
BTS on that joint.
Bro, so what he did is like he milked that song. He probably made like 50 million. Yeah. Just off that one song.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of like when back, I would say like early 2000s, a song would come out. Yeah. And then the radio version would come out. And then the club version would, you know? Yeah. But then people stopped doing that. But then Lil Nas was like, all right, he's like, I'm going to do it again.
Yeah. So I think that was like smart for him. Yeah. Like Old Town Road is such a big song, especially for the like little kids. Yeah. And so like,
yeah, I don't think he's a one hit wonder in the sense. I just think it's literally impossible for him to ever do that again.
Unless he focuses on making songs for little kids.
Oh, he like the mean guy.
I think if he doesn't have that big of an ego and can like continue to make Old Town Road songs, he'll make
it just be funny.
Yeah, he have his niche.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
that. Yeah, the country rapper.
I feel like he's gonna want to age up. Yeah, and like
I think he's got the potential. Like Panini's actually like a fire song.
Exactly.
You know, and the joint I think it's called Rodeo with Cardi.
Yeah. Like, okay. Question: Khalid, is he a one hit wonder? I think he is.
Khalid?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Girls love his shit, bro.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. But like, isn't it because that one?
Like
song?
You know how we view Bryson Tiller?
But Location is his biggest song though.
I can't speak on that. I have no idea.
Your Location, like he don't have any bigger song than that, does he?
I don't know. You know how we view Bryson Tiller?
Yeah.
That's how they view Khalid. That's
how Bryson
like,
Tiller had a hit album. That is a hit song.
So did Khalid, bro. Khalid's had 2 hit albums now.
Which ones?
I don't know the names of it. You want me to go through like the track list?
Yeah,
it's crazy. His lineup's crazy.
Check his what's his biggest song?
Yeah, I'll go on his page on Apple Music.
No, it's Google it.
It's probably gonna be Location.
Location is probably like his biggest song. I get he has fans and everything.
So yeah, Location, Young, Dumb and Broke, hit. I don't know any of these songs. Oh, he did that 1-800 song with Logic.
Okay.
I think that's what like really blew him up.
So he has 3 songs.
Nah, 18 saved. Yeah, I see. The fact that I know these songs, that means that they were hits.
What do you mean? I don't know any of those songs.
18. You'll know the song, I think. You know this one? Really? Yeah. His shit is hot. That's a fire song. He's got a joint with Future. No, I mean, but real talk. If you look at this, like that blue cover, that's his first album.
Wait, can we go on? Can you go on Billboard real quick and see like what they charted at? No, they pushed it because he's like a pop artist. So I'm assuming that a lot of his songs are in the top 10.
And his stuff's easy to digest.
Yeah.
You know.
But like how big was Location versus the other songs, according to Billboard?
Do they have this just like right on there?
Yeah.
Okay. His peak position was 9. 52 weeks on the chart.
What song?
It just like him as an artist. So we did a song with Benny Blanco, who I've never heard of. Peaked at number 9. He's got a song with Normani that peaked at number 9. Better at 8. Talk at 3. Location at 16. Wow. Yeah, so his biggest song is this Talk song, which I've never heard.
Oh, can we just talk?
Ah,
okay,
yeah, that's a hit.
That's a hit.
Young, Dumb and Broke was 18. That Logic joint was number 3. Damn.
So he's like on the charts.
Yeah. No, he's a big artist.
He's on the charts.
He's big time.
That's not hard to do. But like, we'll see though. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like
I think he'll be around, bro, because he's got like a fan base that's crazy.
He does have a strong.
People love him.
I don't know. Like, I think I just classify a lot of those people as like one hit wonders. But because of social media, I think, and because of the internet, like they can like last a little bit longer.
That's true. That's definitely true. Yeah. Whereas like back in the day, one hit wonders, if the album was trash, they're just gone.
Like Future like hits every project.
Yeah.
Like even if you're not a big Future fan, you just gotta give him like the chip. Drake hits all the time. Michael Jackson, Beyonce. They've never dropped a whack song. That's hard to do. Even M
I mean, wax song maybe, but like
no, never.
When it comes to like a full body of work,
like on their name, like their song, not a feature.
Yeah,
they've never
like a single that they've never dropped a bad single
wax song. It may not be better than the other song.
Yeah,
but it's not trash.
Right.
Like M, the quote unquote greatest rapper of all time.
Did you see he had a video Lyrical Lemonade?
Yeah. I think it's like for Rick Juice.
I can't listen to that shit, bro.
Yeah, like he has his last 10 years has been
like
horrible.
I get it. Like I understand why people like him.
That Drake look,
but it's
saved his career.
The Forever joint, bro,
yeah,
that's one of the best songs ever. But like I understand, you can listen to his music, and I understand why people like him. That shit is just not for me, bro. That fasty rap, whatever that shit is, like that Hopsin.
He needs to make an 8 Mile
Joyner Lucas shit, like.
He needs to like make an 8 Mile 2, and then stop rapping.
That'd be dope. I didn't,
think about that. Think about old storytelling.
If you're in his position, your music sells. Why stop? Like just because social media says it's trash, he's still like bro. He's one of the best selling artists in the world. Still,
yeah, and he's a white rapper.
Yeah, so like why stop? Like Twitter says your shit's bad, but the numbers say it's good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So why stop?
But I think he knows that. I think I saw him do the interviews. Like he just knows he's gonna go platinum regardless, no matter what he does.
Yeah. I mean it's like a hard position to go in, which is once again we gotta give props to Drake, who for 10 years no matter what he drops goes platinum, but it's still really high quality.
High quality,
and it seems like it's getting better, which is fucking crazy.
That's why I'm so scared for this album.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how the fuck he's doing it, but he's getting better.
Like, maybe you have to really look at the ghostwriting conversation. Like, but people are like saying like, yo, like even Eric.
He's got everybody on NDAs now.
Like, facts. But Eric, I saw an Erykah Badu interview, and she was like, nah, like Drake actually writes all his music. Like she was like, I've been to studio with him so many times. She was like, he writes people's songs.
Yeah, like
he's actually a good artist.
Yeah, I think. Like in hip hop, we have like this unwritten rule that you have to write everything. But if I'm being 100% honest,
Kanye doesn't.
In my opinion, well, that's why we consider him like a producer. That's not true. That's not true.
I think the conversation when it comes to lyrics.
Yeah,
like
he's
who's writing your
Kanye's
lyrics.
not in that conversation.
But I don't think Drake let him write his lyrics. I think he let people help come up with like flows.
Yeah, so that's what
and
like you know the
ideas.
Who do you steal? Quentin Miller. Like he stole that fucking that whole song still. But
Quentin Miller is not mad at Drake. He's mad at Meek.
Yeah, I saw that interview. But like at the same time, I personally don't have a problem if you want help on a hook. But when you steal a verse, not steal a verse, but when you get a verse, now you're talking like...
If you have a verse word for word, it's like, all right.
I think that's why Drake got so much flack.
Yeah.
You know, like if we found out that he didn't write the hook to Forever, we'd be like, all right, yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, but you didn't write the lyrics either?
But if you didn't write the verse, like, come on, bro.
That shit's crazy, bro.
You know?
So, like, yeah, I just feel like the rap game is a young guy's game. I think Drake's getting... I think this will be like Drake's last album.
I could see it. Yeah, because I'm starting to see people like the hate is kind of starting. And then
mark my words.
Like people don't understand what he's doing anymore.
Yeah, mark my words. This last album is going to be like a homage to like all the greats. And everyone's like, no, I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's a smart idea. I think the greatest way to go out is like still original songs, but like throw Biggie like vibe in there. Yeah, I remember you saying that last time. And I think I'm on the same kind of wave. Yeah. It's just like I don't know what's about to happen. Like, because the singles he's dropping are all over the place. Which I'm cool with. Like, hey, give me 20 tracks of different styles. I'm cool. And they haven't been whacked. So that's what I think Drake's going to do. If I was Drake, I would drop my last official project. Right? And literally the best way to, like, go out of rap is just do features and, like, hop on songs with people. Like kind of how Jay does. Maybe drops an album, like, every 5 years. Yeah. Yeah, maybe, like, after, like, 5 years we haven't heard from you, he drops his 444. Yeah, he dropped like, woke album. But, like, I would just, like, hop on people's songs. Like, I would just, like... All right, I'm gonna like hop on this guy coming up. Yeah, but at the same time though, like 32 or however old he is, it's still young. Like he's still loving the game, obviously. You know. Yeah. I don't know. I could see some funny shit. Like he'll say like I'm not gonna retire until LeBron does, because you know how they kind of came in the game together. Yeah. Like kind of. Like it would be kind of cool to see them like give it up on the same year, and the press conferences, both of them. Pause. Yeah. That'd just be funny, because like really, like when Drake was going up, so was Bron. They really like attached to each other at the same time. That is facts. Yeah. The last song on the album is gonna be Bron saying something like dropping a verse. That'd be wild. I don't know. I like. It's hard to do. Yeah. It's hard to be the best at anything consistently. Yeah. Yeah. To achieve being the best is hard. To maintain being the best is impossible. Yeah. And we're seeing, I mean, LeBron and Drake are like two examples of that. Like we're seeing in the impossible. If you told me that LeBron could get better at basketball, I would tell you like it was impossible 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Yeah. Like the stuff we needed from him in Cleveland, like the first couple times he was going to the finals, like him clipping threes, and that's what we needed from Bron. We're like, yo, we know you carry the load, you have trash people around, but we need you to shoot the ball. But we try to like take it in and get fouled, or they won't call it. Yeah. Yeah. It's and now he's clipping. And it's like, bro, when you're going against Dirk, if you had that clip, bro, you would have had 2 more rings. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real shit. Yeah. So it almost seems like I think there's like a Street Fighter character or some shit that like when you beat them, or when you beat the other person, you like absorb their power or something. I think it's like from anime. Yeah. People talk about it a lot in like battle raps. And it almost seems like LeBron does that. Like after he figures you out, he steals your shit. Yeah. Like he's now a shooter, you know what I mean? And he's like a playmaker now, you know? I don't know. I think LeBron's the only player in the league, and I could be wrong, that where people actually like built teams to beat him. Oh yeah, bro. Yes. Like in history, I haven't seen like anyone like go out and build a team to go beat one person. Yeah, but at the same time, he also returned that though. Like he went to Miami to beat Boston. I think. Well, I think he couldn't beat him. I think the reason why he left like Cleveland was because of like Dan Gilbert. In that bad culture. Yeah. I'm like, there's no question that the deal he needed to leave. That deal they offered him was some bullshit. And then and then when he left, Dan like wrote him that letter. Yeah, like a public letter. That shit was stupid. And then like remember Dan was not trying to help him get better players. Yeah, he was just trying to market him. So then like he had to leave. Which first of all, like, come on, bro, what are you? He had to leave, right? Then he came back and they had it right. Remember they got it right. And then they got it right and they won the chip.
Yeah.
And then Kyrie left because everyone kept calling him
Little bro, basically.
Little LeBron. LeBron. And he didn't like that. And I think that was Kyrie's worst career move ever to do.
Oh, yeah, bro. Now look where he is. Like, Brooklyn just fired their head coach who got them in the position that they're in.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
And now he's hurt.
I don't want to like make
hurt.
I don't want to make character accusations, but at least from what I personally see, I don't think Kyrie's a good teammate like at all. I really don't.
I think Kyrie got his head big because he's like good.
He hit that shot in Game 7.
Yeah.
Now he thinks he's
Because like a lot of people were telling him if you didn't hit that shot, LeBron would not get the chip.
It's true. I mean, it's 100% true.
And so like, yeah, and it's like, well, you know, LeBron was on if LeBron was on your team, you wouldn't have a shot to go to whatever. So
you only won because you had Bron.
He was winning 20 games.
Yeah.
It was just Kyrie there.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he went to Boston, he flopped.
Yeah.
Blame Boston.
Yeah. Made Boston worse, and now they're a lot better without him.
Without him.
Yeah.
And now he's on the Nets, and KD, take as long as you need to get ready. Like very is like overly confident. Very just like kind of just like I don't know.
And the coach is gone. It's just weird.
It's like like Kyrie, you're like the number 3 or 2 on the team.
Yeah. Yeah, and he thinks the earth is flat. And shit.
Yeah, you're not the guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Especially on that team, he's number 2.
Yeah, and it's funny that he's with KD. Like that just definitely seems like a jab at LeBron.
Oh yeah, bro. Yes.
Wait, you hear my prediction on KD though?
Hmm.
Like that's it. I think we've seen the greatest from him.
No. Oh wait, like his best years?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean he's like 32, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna see
KD
going to the finals ever again.
He won't be 100% until he's like 2 years from now, probably. He'll probably need all of next season to get better. You know, but like on one hand,
like I think KD's done.
But on one hand, he's never been like the uber athlete. Like he can obviously dunk it.
Yeah.
But he's a shooter. And like it's not like if LeBron tore his ACL, you'd be like, okay, well he can't really be as athletic anymore. Yeah. So we'd be like, okay, like LeBron's gonna have a big point of his game off.
Yeah.
But KD is just a straight up shooter.
Yeah. So
like he doesn't need to be, 40-inch vertical. He doesn't need that.
Yeah.
Because he's already 7 foot. Like he damn near doesn't need to jump.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna be all right.
We'll see.
And I think playing with Kyrie is gonna help because, like, similar to playing with Steph, I think like having someone to pitch it off to that's not Westbrook, like it's gonna help.
I think Kyrie's gonna be excited to have a shooter. I just think like KD's don't want to like have the ball way more than Kyrie's willing to give it up.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out because at least the past has told us that Kyrie and KD aren't like the most mentally tough.
Yeah. So
I could see that. One argument, and that shit just goes down the drain. And the next thing you know, Kyrie wants to trade, and it's just, But
I think LeBron's gonna go for 2 more.
2 more rings?
Yeah. I think he definitely has 1 more in him.
I think, yeah. In my opinion, I think this year. Well, bro,
I don't know about this year, bro.
Honestly,
I really don't know, bro.
At this point, we're 15 years in, or however long. I'm done ever doubting LeBron. Like until I see him,
he's
fall
never
off,
not been in the finals unless he was hurt.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm done saying like, oh, next year he's gonna fall off. No. I'll believe it when I see it. To me, but LeBron's
he's
not
never gonna fall off.
He's not gonna fall off until he decides.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Retire.
Yeah,
I think this year
I'm not doubting him. I think he'll be on a contender until the day he retires.
I still think this is like the best team he's been on. I feel like I still think he needs he's never gotten the team. Like he's never gotten his pimping. And I don't know,
bro. That first 08 in Miami or whenever it was, that first year in Miami, I think that was 2010.
I think it's marketed to be like Wade is an all-time great. Bosh
might be a Hall of Famer.
Might be a Hall of Famer. Sure. And then they had a whole bunch of random pieces that weren't like really great.
Yeah, but then they got Ray Allen.
Well, he was on his way out.
Battier at one point. Mario Chalmers.
Where's Chalmers at though?
Yeah.
Ray Allen was a good pick.
Yeah, no, that team was...
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the hard
but Kobe
part
had not always, but when he had a championship running team, like, it was like they were locked in.
But that's the hard part about being so top-heavy. Like, that's what the Warriors ran into last year. Because when you're top-heavy and your stars get hurt, then you have nobody.
Yeah.
Like,
I like the way the Warriors move.
Yeah.
Because I feel like every move they do is like they're thinking about the next move.
Mm-hmm.
With all the players they acquired, they knew
5 draft picks.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Think
about that. Like Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond are all going to be healthy next year.
Yeah.
And they have 4 draft picks.
Exactly.
And they're going to have a top 5 pick probably.
So now they can trade,
draft a center,
right? And I we really want the center that can get a really good player. They can finally trade Draymond. Like,
chilling my boy Dre, bro.
Trash, bro.
He's bad when Steph and Clay aren't there. I'll give you that.
He's a bad player.
He's an amazing player.
Draymond would not be in the league if he wasn't on the Warriors.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I just said. Like, if he didn't have Steph and Clay, he might not have ever actually made it in the NBA.
There's no way he would have made it in the NBA.
Because those pick and rolls, that's what he thrives on, bro. Like, you see it now, like, without Steph and Clay and, like, playing with, like, a backup point guard.
Yeah.
Who doesn't really know how to do the pick and roll like that and doesn't move off the ball like Clay and Steph.
Yeah.
Draymond just kind of, like, obviously, his defensive prowess doesn't go away. But, like, his offensive threat.
This is what I say. I say that, like, when Steph, Clay, and, like, the OG squad was out, like, you let Draymond score.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, it was too much of a threat.
Yeah, you dare him to shoot.
It was too much of a threat of letting your 3-point open.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of it was just, like, letting like, Draymond score.
Because you double team Steph.
So he thought he was really getting whatever his stats were a game. He was like, no, bro. We weren't actually guarding you.
Yeah.
Now we guard you, you can't score.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, he used to get. I remember, bro. Draymond always gets like triple doubles with like 10 points.
Yeah.
With like 10 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists.
Like you're just there.
It's like it's triple double, but
like you're not that good.
It's not like you had like you didn't ball. You know what I mean?
And so like I heard his little beef with what was the old timer again? My brain's fine.
Paul Pierce?
No, on the show.
Who?
I'm forgetting his name. He always like dogs him.
Charles Barkley?
Yes, Barkley.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like
Barkley hates Draymond.
Yeah, Barkley had a funny comment.
Because they play a lot of like.
Barkley was like, "Yo, Draymond's like part of like a boy band, and he thinks that all the girls are screaming for him, but they're actually screaming for Justin Timberlake."
Damn.
And he's part of the band, but he thinks they're like screaming
He's
for
the
him.
drummer.
Yeah, and he's like, "Nah, bro, they're screaming for Justin Timberlake."
That's funny.
Be happy you're part of the band.
Yeah, know your role.
Because there's some residual. There's the money, and there's that girl who
championships.
Right? There might be the girl who likes the drummer.
Yeah.
You're just not JT, bro.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's real, yeah. But he seems like he knows that.
I don't think he knows
like
that.
If we saw Draymond like come down the court and like pull up.
He doesn't act that way. Like if he owned it, like, yes, I know that, I would love Draymond.
I think he does. I think like the fact that he's willing to do pick and rolls for 40 minutes a game shows that.
No, I mean like publicly.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's from Saginaw. Like you can't take that shit out.
No, publicly, just say like,
he's been an underdog his whole life.
He's like, because I remember he was like, "Oh, well, I got rings." He's like, "No, like KD has a ring, Steph has a ring.
He's got 3 rings.
Clay has a ring. You're on the team.
You're on the team,
and you're better than anybody else that played. Who else would have other than Draymond out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't like they had a great offensive.
Bro, we had a squad. Like in 2015, bro, we had a squad.
So it's like, you know, you got a ring because you're just there.
Iggy, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like, you were aggressive, like, you got people's heads, like, you know, you did lose them a ring too. Like, I don't know, you made KD leave, so I don't really know, like, how great you think you are. Yeah, but
he's caused 2 problems, that's for sure.
KD left because of you, because you were wildin'.
But also at the same time, KD came because of Dre. The rumor, I don't know if Dre's ever confirmed this, but apparently after LeBron had to come back on them, like the 3-1. Apparently Draymond called KD in the locker room, which is hilarious. But he called him in the locker room. Was like, "Yo, like,
hey, bro, know how we swept you? He does that to us.
We need you." Yeah, that's just like it's kind of a weird story to me, because I'm like, first of all, you just lost the 3-1 lead. No one's talking in the locker room.
Yeah,
it's dead silent.
And when KD did, I lost all respect for KD when he did that.
I think a lot of people did, bro.
Yeah, like he'll be a Hall of Famer. Like, he'll talk about it, but like he's not an all-time great. Yeah. Not in history.
Yeah.
We're going to forget about him.
Who?
KD.
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, I say no, but like, you know.
Like, no kid's trying to play like KD, bro.
Yeah, everyone's trying to play like Steph.
Yeah.
And Trae Young and everybody.
You know, KD's like...
well, I just think because no one's like KD. Like, we've never seen a 7-foot shooter, bro. That shit's unheard of.
There's a lot of tall people that can shoot. I just feel like he just lost his chance to
he's like, when he came in, he was cool. You know, but then like he left.
He's been chasing LeBron his whole career.
Yeah,
and he had a moment in time where LeBron has
when they met in the finals,
and it was like, bro, like this is when.
Yeah,
and he showed out.
Yeah, KD was balling, but then the next year they lost the 3-1 lead,
and it's like, it's like, yo, at this moment is when like you really go, and you really like take it from LeBron. You know,
I also think that was like unfortunate because that was the year they lost Harden too. Yeah. If they had Harden, they might have beat the Warriors. We'll never know. You know.
Yeah.
You know. I forgot we watched the UFC fights this weekend together.
Yeah.
So boring ass title fight.
Boring.
Izzy's still my guy. Israel Adesanya's still my guy. But
he played that smart.
Yeah, like a lot. Like after watching the fight, everyone's like, "Oh, it's like so boring," but it's like, "Yo, you're the champion. You have no reason to get aggressive unless like you feel like you have to." What time is it?
No, I have my phone right.
Yeah, like as the champion, like if the challenger doesn't want to get aggressive, then why would you? You're the champion. Right?
Yeah,
like,
so like it was
he just picked him apart for like 30 minutes.
So like I'm not like a MMA fighter. My intuition tells me that Israel and Romeo both found out that they were like super like smart with fighting. And so what we had was two people who knew what was going to happen if they did this. And so like they just
waited for that opportunity, but it just never happened.
Like cuz when you saw we're going to go after Izzy, you're like, "Oh, this dude is a fucking beast." Yeah. Like he'll fold him. Yeah. I think Izzy knew that. It was like, I'm not fucking gonna get like. I think he got hit with one punch. And I think he was like, I'm not doing that. Yeah. Remember?
Yeah, in the post-fight interview, he was like, "Yeah, like I got aggressive at one point and got hit, and then he was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna do that anymore." So he just counter punched for like 25 minutes.
If you got hit with that one more time, you got knocked the fuck out. Yeah. And so for me, it was like, oh, that's smart for him.
Smart.
And like Stylebender, smart for that. I think Romero should like, and I think I can't say his last name, Romero, whatever. Like I think his issue is that like he should have just used his wrestling. Remember, he makes it a purpose not to use his wrestling.
Yeah, I think he only tried once.
And so like, but you saw he like took down how fast. You saw how fast that was, bro. Yeah. I've never seen someone ever in my life. Yeah, bro. And got him.
Yeah, because he was like, "Oh shit!"
Hit him and let go, then start swinging again. Imagine you picked him up, dropped him.
Yeah, well, that's like what everyone was saying, but I think that's like the general consensus is like, why wasn't he aggressive? Like, he's 42. It's confirmed that this was going to be his last chance to get the belt. Yeah. It's like, why are you not fighting for it? Like, you're clearly bigger than him. Like, try to take him down. Try to do... I don't know. It was just weird. It was just weird to watch. I felt like I was watching...
It's just like a weird...
Like, I felt like he was trolling. Literally. What I thought was happening was, okay, it was a 5-round fight. Yeah. I expected, okay, he's going to fuck with him for 4 rounds. Yeah. In the 5th round, he's going to explode. Yeah. But he just never did.
And I also feel like he was too worried about not getting tired. He's heavier.
Conserving too much.
He's heavier. And so I feel like it's like, nah, bro, like Izzy he can go. Yeah. He's skinny, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can go.
Too agile.
Right? So for me, I'll be like, yo, like, my first 3 rounds, I'm going as hard as I possibly can, and it is what it is. Like, if I'm gassed, fourth, whatever is whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But or like, just, like, try to wrestle. I don't know. It was just weird.
It's just such a weird waste of...
And especially following up the co-main, which was nuts. Yeah. For anyone that hasn't watched, I don't know if they have highlights up yet, but look up UFC 248 co-main highlights. Because, bro, that was one of the best fights I've ever seen in my fucking life.
That was people not stopping.
Yeah. That was 5 minutes of just body bags. Like, that was what I expected the title fight to be. You know? Yeah. But instead it turned out to be like, whatever. Like patience, but the co-main event was just like...
Your team's so smart.
Yeah, you did what you were supposed to.
Take the W. Yeah. Wilder should have played the same thing with Fury. Just like kind of just like not...
Yeah, but I mean, bro, there's levels. Like, we know that Wilder's not that good of a boxer.
And Wilder, I'm so sorry that he threw a towel in for you, bro. Like, as a
I'm not doing this again, bro.
I'm so sorry for you, bro.
I ain't doing this again.
You're gonna have to die with that, bro. That's crazy.
You see anyway, the rematch got confirmed? Yeah. Like, July 28th or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
A lot of fun fights coming up. Man. Yeah. A lot of fun fights coming up.
I think this week too, the UFC's gonna have some crazy fights.
This weekend? Yeah. I think Ngannou's fighting.
Yeah, that's I want to watch that one.
That fight's gonna be crazy. Ngannou's a demon.
Scary.
A fucking demon. So and then we got Khabib coming up in like a month. Khabib versus Tony Ferguson. Grand Valley's own. Shout out Grand Valley.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That fight, in my opinion, that's gonna be
all Khabib.
That's gonna be like Khabib's legacy fight, like because Tony Ferguson's on a 16 fight win streak. They both haven't lost in like 5 years. Khabib's never lost.
I was gonna say Khabib's never lost.
Yeah, Khabib's never lost. Tony hasn't lost in like 5 years. I think they're both undefeated in the UFC. I don't think Tony's lost in the UFC.
Khabib reminds me of Mayweather in work ethic, and I just don't think you could ever beat that.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I feel like Khabib like doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't party. Like right now, is doing push-ups.
Yeah, bro. The Russians are different, bro.
Yeah,
Russians are different.
But that girl who fought, she said they train 3 times a day, bro. Right? Did she say that?
The co-main?
Yeah.
Ioana Jędrzejczyk? Or the Chinese woman?
No, I can't say, the first one.
The European.
Really? Did she say she trained 3 times a day?
I don't remember her saying that.
And they're doing you guys did the math and like, oh, it's not like.
Oh yeah, she said I train 3 times a day, 30 days a week, or 30 times a week.
Yeah.
And the math 3 times a day, that's 21 times, not 30.
But obviously she's like.
Yeah, she was fucked up.
But like she was definitely the better fighter.
Yeah, I'm
100%. You can't lie. She was a better fighter. I think the Asian she was smarter. Like she figured her out a little bit, but like she had you saw how fast.
I think the damage, like whatever I don't even know what happened to her forehead, but like whatever did, I think that won Wiley the fight because it didn't, at least from like first glance, it didn't look like Wiley really like took any damage.
Yeah.
Obviously, like she was getting like fucked up, but like I couldn't see anything visibly. Whereas like Ioana had like this big bubble on her head.
Yeah, well she.
So I think that won her the fight
because she had this like combo I was watching, like 1, 2 hug up, and if she knocked it, then she could counter and got her, and she kept doing that. And so I was like, she figured it out a little bit, and then like, yeah. I feel like whatever, I can't say her last name, but like
Zhang.
If she was like 2 inches taller, a little bit longer, that would have been an even crazier fight.
Yeah, that fight was nuts. They need to run that back. They're going
blow for blow.
Yeah, they need to run that shit back like ASAP.
Yeah.
Give them like 5 months to heal and then run that back.
With that big ass, not looking like ET.
That looked like a Star Trek character.
I was like, damn. I thought she was gonna crack that bitch open too, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I was like, what happens if she like hits it and pops?
She respected her.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised that her corner didn't throw the towel in or anything.
See, you don't throw the fucking towel in.
It's different. It's different.
No, that's scarier, bro.
No, because Ioana was still fighting. Wilder wasn't fighting anymore.
No, you don't ever throw the towel in for a warrior.
I'm not doing this again, bro.
No, you just said it. Exactly.
You
proved the point. God damn it.
Before we wrap, I would like to say that I think Lil Baby has my favorite album of the year so far. That's literally all I've been listening to is Lil Baby. Literally.
I've been listening to, guys, I'm putting you guys on some music. Ant Clemens. Yo, he to me.
2 weeks ago, you told me to listen to Partisan Fontaine. Yeah. You were right.
Yeah, hard.
That album that he dropped last year?
Fire.
My God.
So, in an Ant Clemens, guys, like, I'll give you like a little.
You a singer?
Yep.
Adding that.
I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Please, that's.
He dropped this year. Okay.
Yep, he just dropped like a few days ago. ANT for Ant, and then Clemens, CLEMONS. Happy to be here. He has Ty Dolla $ign. He has Pharrell. He has Timberland. I'll just give you that.
Wow.
This little.
He kind of sounds like Omar Apollo. A little bit. Like voice-wise.
He also has a lot of writing credits and helped Kanye with
Ye? Yeezus? The Life of Pablo?
Is it Ye? Yeah.
Ye.
So, yeah.
I've been listening to H and AJ Tracy dropped the track. Yes. I'm a big fan of. It's called Rain. Produced by Tay Keith, which is beautiful. Crazy. That Tay Keith is going overseas. I fuck with that.
Also,
Janae Aiko dropped.
Barking by Rams. You heard that yet?
Yeah.
Hard.
That song's hard. That's old.
I know. I was fucking with it. Like,
that song's great.
I was like, that shit's hard.
Yeah, that's the biggest song on GRM Daily's channel ever.
Is it?
Yeah, and that was that guy's first song. That's Dave's boy.
Yeah, so I've been listening to that a lot lately. Yeah.
That song's hard. What else? Do I have anything new?
Princess Nokia dropped 2 hot tracks. She dropped Everything Sucks and Everything's Beautiful. I'm not tracks, albums. I can't say his name. I'm gonna call him Ebenezer.
Ebenezer? I haven't heard that. Did he drop a song or a project?
He dropped an EP.
He did?
Yeah. Like
There's so much music coming out, bro.
Hold on. think I'm not. In the club, don't think I'm not.
I don't listen to this guy enough, but I know he's dope.
Watch.
I like that.
Hot.
Jack Harlow this comes out on a Wednesday. Yeah. Jack Harlow's dropping on Friday, which if you heard the What's Poppin' single, the expectations for this project are very high. So the fact that he dropped it out of the blue like this is super surprising. Yeah. But we'll see. Next time we come in here, we'll talk about it.
That's going to be fucking hot.
Yeah, he's got a lot of eyes on him. So it better be a good project.
Black Zach, Carolina, Narco. I've listened to a lot in the mornings.
Oh, Oprah's Bank Account.
Yo.
New track from Lil Yachty. I think we kind of alluded to it earlier.
When I first heard it, I didn't like it because I heard it in the house. Mm-hmm. Then I played it in the car. I like it better. Yeah. Because I can actually understand what Lil Yachty was saying. Mm-hmm. I like that hook. To be honest, I don't know if DaBaby needs to be on the song.
I was just about to say that shit. It seemed so off. It didn't make sense.
Yeah. I don't know if he needs to
I was like, yo, like, Lil Yachty's singing, Drake's singing. Why did Baby come on and start rapping?
Yeah, I don't know if he needed to be on there. But then he did this little auto-tune part at the end, which I liked. Oh, Janae Ago, obviously, her project is fire. Yeah. And guys, please, you can't listen to Brent Faiyaz, Fuck the World. Please go listen to that. That's on my repeat.
Is he mainstream?
I think he's...
do people know?
He's almost there. I don't know. I feel like... I've been listening
I mean,
for a
he
while.
had that the Crew single, right?
Yeah.
Which, that was a big song.
And also, guys, go back to Key Glock.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
He's also...
Key Glock, Lil Baby.
Reason dropped a dope song with Absol.
I found this song that came out like a few months ago that I listened to, but I never like really took the time on, which was Lil Yachty and Bryson Tiller, For Nothing.
Yeah.
Don't need a bitch for nothing.
Yeah.
I knew that song had come out, but I wasn't really like listening to it. But now I'm like, bro, this shit. And I found this remix on SoundCloud that added like drums. Yeah. And it's like a lot. It's hot, bro. That shit is hot. And then of course like Drake's singles. I've been bumping those too still.
So I think his name is Ryan Trey. You guys should check him out. I think he's like boys with Bryson.
Oh really?
And his
they did a song together, right?
He has he dropped late last year a little EP called LV Smoke, which is hot.
Listen to LV Smoke. Listen to the title track.
Yeah, that was hot.
That shit. Oh my God.
A lot of good music out there.
Yeah, we have a lot of shit coming too. I'm trying to think like I said, Jack Harlow's dropping. I don't think there's anything like on the horizon.
Yo, Megan Thee Stallion dropped. I listened to.
Yeah, she dropped. Oh, yo, we need to talk about that.
What do you think about
real quick? Not the album. I want to talk about what happened. So
we'll talk about the album first, and then let's get into it.
I haven't listened to it, so I can't. But for those that don't know, essentially Meg came out like a week ago and was talking that her label wasn't letting her drop music. Yeah. And then kind of went on like this press run about it, and then ended up dropping an EP this week. Yeah. So I honestly think that it was bullshit.
Yeah, it was a marketing ploy.
Yeah,
probably
because she comes out, gets all this press, everyone's talking about it. Yeah. Does The Breakfast Club, gets on ESPN First Take. Yeah. And then all of a sudden there's an album a week later.
Yeah, they move quickly on that.
It strikes me as like the biggest press thing ever. I don't know. Did it come across like that to you?
Yeah, I feel like that was like interesting.
Like maybe they got wind that Uzi was gonna drop early. And so they felt like they needed to do something to kind of hype up the project.
You think?
I don't know. It was too weird to me. Like 5 days ago, you were complaining that your label wasn't letting you drop, and then we have an EP. You know?
Yeah. So I think it's smart that she dropped it. I think it could have been real. I think let's like play devil's advocate for a second. Like if it was real, I can see why they like really quickly let her drop music because they rather get some money than no money. Yeah. And I think that she's with Jay and stuff. Like I don't think people mess with Jay, right? Yeah. And then you think about
I don't know. At the same time, it's like So why would you wait until 5 days before your project drops to complain that you're not allowed to drop the album or the project?
Because I don't know.
You know, like why wouldn't you have started saying this like a month ago? You know, like, you know, as an artist, like you strategize when to drop the project. So like you knew that you were probably going to drop around this date.
Yeah.
Why would you wait until like 5 or 6 days before to start making noise? You know?
That makes a lot of sense.
I don't know. It just seemed like too much was coincidence.
Yeah, it just seems like weird.
And she got on First Take, and I'm like, why is she on ESPN right now, talking about her album?
Yeah,
I don't know. It just seemed like there was too much shit going on. I don't know. I'm not looking too much into it, but
I'm like looking up right now. We don't
I felt weird.
But like, what happened with her deal?
Yeah, at least from what I saw from Twitter, it was like she signed a deal for 10 G's.
What, bro? Wolf Tyler was like rapping, was writing for Megan Thee Stallion?
Really?
Or just that one song?
So what I heard was she signed for 10 grand and label took 60% and Megan had the other 40% to pay for producers, features, all that.
Yeah.
Which
finesse.
is a crazy deal.
Only 25, bro.
Megan's only 25?
Yeah, bro.
Damn. That deal's nuts. Like, oh my god.
Think about it,
why would you ever sign that shit?
She's a nobody, bro.
10 grand?
Bro, 10 grand, you're nobody.
Not even enough to change your life? Like,
No,
I understand you sign like that's not quite a 360, but I understand you sign like a 360 for like $10 million, right? It's like something you can live off of for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know.
I'm trying to look at this label deal. Like,
labels are weird, bro. Labels are so weird.
Yeah, because they gotta get the money. So like, so they pretty much finessed her because
big time. They
took the money and then like they used her money to pay for producers and all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. But like she probably kept her touring money.
Okay. Yeah, which that makes sense why she wouldn't complain about it until now.
And so the good thing for the label is that like they get the money. I'm guessing that money like later, but in bigger batches and more upfront.
Yeah.
And with less work, because then like she runs her tour and she does all that stuff on her money, and then like just sit back, still get paid off it a little bit, but then they wait for that check to come in, whoever pays them their money.
Yeah.
But like I'm looking right now about the deal, I'm not really getting a lot.
Yeah, I mean it's like an unknown label. It's gonna be hard to find, but at least for like what Twitter told me, which could be a lie, but that it was like 10 grand and they took 60% off top. Yeah, which is nuts. Yeah, but I guess more of the story is just hire a lawyer.
So I guess so they gave her her label restraining order, and so that's why she was able to
do what she wanted.
Yeah, bro. Carl Crawford owns the label, bro.
That she signed to?
Yeah, the baseball player.
I don't know who that is.
I'm gonna show you.
Is he good?
You can see
like, was he good?
Well, that's actually crazy. I'm not really too big about baseball like that, so I can't really tell you his stats. But like,
you recognize him at least?
Yeah.
Must be good.
Yeah, he got a good contract, bro.
Damn, so he's eating. Even if he's only taking like 50%, like he's fine.
That is funny, bro.
Good business moves.
Okay, after this little video of him talking about it, after we watch it.
All right,
guys.
Wrap up episode 40, Big 4-0.
Big 4-0.
We got 3 months until our 1 year anniversary.
Yep.
Something crazy.
Yep. And guys, stay tuned because I think we're working on some cool stuff. We're going to change how we do the podcast a little bit up.
True.
And so you guys should listen to that.
Yeah, we got some new stuff coming. All right.
Peace.